What is up guys, Danny from DK Tech here. I haven't done a PC parts list video in a while, so I decided to do a $500 entry level PC. So without further ado, let's get into it. To start off, the CPU I chose is the Pentium G4560. Intel has slowly been making Pentiums cool again, with them starting to become real viable budget options for gamers. And they're no longer a thing of ridicule like they used to be. This one is a dual core with hyper-threading running at 3.5 GHz, and for 60 bucks, it's a complete steal. Well, at least for a new CPU. Moving on to the motherboard, I chose the MSI B250 Pro VD. It's currently the cheapest B250 board and has all the features that you'd want from a very reputable brand. Not much to say about this board besides the fact that it's MATX, only has 2 RAM slots, so not much upgradability there, but it has a great I/O, as well as an M.2 SSD slot if you ever decide to get one. For the memory, I chose 8GB of Ripjust 4 series running at 2800 MHz. It looks nice, it's 8GB, I have the same RAM, just 16 gigs of it, nothing crazy here, perfect for gaming. For storage, I chose a 1TB hard drive from Western Digital for all your needs. But you know, gaming is the primary one, I bet. It runs at 7200 RPM, has 64 MB of cache, and you could speed up the system in the future with an SSD. The GPU I chose is the Gigabyte Mini ITX OC GTX 1060 3GB version. This is an amazing 1080p card that'll play most games paired with the CPU at medium to high settings with a very respectable FPS. This card is what truly makes this a gaming PC, and the 1060 3GB is a great choice for budget gamers. But do wait for the release of the RX 570 to see if it beats out the 1060, and it's releasing in about 2 weeks from what I've heard. The case is the Fractal Design Core 1500. It has a sleek design, plenty of space for cable management, and a bottom-mounted PSU slot, which is pretty rare in these cheap micro ATX cases, and it has a great front I/O with 2 USB 3.0 ports and audio jacks, which is standard in all cases. The power supply was a no-brainer for this build. It's the EVGA 430W 80+ rated. It has more than enough power for this PC and plenty of room for upgrading in the future, and for its price, it is perfect.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So that is it guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Danny from DK Tech signing off. You're finishing this video. Peace out.